my name is Natalie Vinci, and I'm going to be doing the disposition to teach answers real quick for you guys. So number one is the dispositions you possess. So the dispositions that I possess, and I think that will help make me a great teacher and a successful teacher, is my fairness, my ability to empathize with other people's situations. I'm also possessed a lot of honesty, and I am big on kindness to other people. If I see somebody else struggling, I really do everything that I can to go above and beyond to help them in any way that I can myself, and if I can't help them, I'll try to find somebody else that can help them in whatever aspect that is needed in. As far as dispositions that I need to work on before I enter the classroom as a first year teacher, would probably number one on my list would be my patience. I have a really hard time being patient with people when things aren't done in the time frame that was set. And so I guess that also kind of ties in with empathy as well. I need to work on my understanding of why people turn things in late, and understand that there are different aspects in people's lives that cause them to do things a little bit later than others, and of why they do things as well. Because we all go through different things in our life, and it really all affects us differently. As far as how an educator looks like, I think an educator looks like professional dress to begin with. Very modest, nothing's showing, everything's covered. They don't have tattoos and piercings that are visible to their students and to the staff and faculty that they work with. As far as how they behave, they also behave in anything that you would expect a professional to behave. For example, I work in corporate America, and you can't just say anything that comes to your mind. So you really have to think about how everything is worded, how you approach it, make sure that it's clear, concise. You have to really watch what you say and do and post on social media even. So you really have to have that integrity and that professionalism in all aspects of your life, as far as those that anybody else can view outside of your family, really. What standards guide their thinking and actions? I would believe that would be a lot to do with the school district that they work for, and really the school that they work for in and of itself. Of course, you have your basic standards to have your boundaries with your students, to have respect for everybody, to have the understanding for others. But it also depends on if you're working at a Christian-based educational school, a public school, private school, or even if you're doing like tutoring services and such on the side. You have different ways that you have to approach each situation, but every situation in that has integrity based into it. You really have to come up across to people in a very professional manner. You have to have a lot of integrity and really no chance for anybody to question your actions. You have to be very clear in everything that you do. And then a teacher's disposition can positively affect a student in the fact that what you do for your students, you're a role model for them, so you really have to show good examples, or even the little bitty examples like the negatives. That really doesn't impact a student as well. I know myself, whenever I was a high school student and even a college student, I really looked up to my teachers, and if a teacher was doing something, for example, if they were talking negatively about somebody that they knew, for example, making fun of a peer, or maybe gossiping about students, the other kids in our class really took that as, oh, well, they're doing that, then I can do that too. That makes it okay. But then again, I also had teachers who did nothing but kind actions, and because of those actions, they impacted their students and their peers to do those same things and help people and help better other people's lives. And I know for myself, they greatly changed my life, and that's always an example I have to think back on how they affect their adolescents and their teens, especially psychologically. You are showing them how it is okay to act in public and as well as at home, with their peers, with work, with school, wherever they're at. You really are a huge example to them in every aspect of their life, as little as you realize that you are. So, thank you.